Hello everybody, good morning, welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Look who's here.
Yay!
Yay!
Back off my holidays.
Back
ready
off your rolls.
to go.
Yeah.
Ready and raring to go.
And what a day it is that Debbie is back with us for the launch of a brand new Nature's Garden collection. Whoop whoop! We are going all wildflower on you. It is such a gorgeous collection that we are officially launching today, and we will get more into that as we head right through the day. Of course, as well, we're on the countdown to Easter. Can you believe it's the Easter weekend? Fast approaching. So on the website right now, you will find lots of great deals, hoppy Easter deals. You'll also find across the web and also on our Facebook pages some hilarious pictures of me and Craig dressed as the Easter Bunny, and what he's just like. He looks like
a chicken. He looks like a little chick.
Craig is a
Yeah,
little...
he looks like a little chick.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, I think so.
Me is the Easter Bunny and Craig is a little chick, a wee chick, aye. So do check out the web. Lots coming up on the shows today, of course. We've got Monday Makers a little bit later on, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern. We have got the official launch of our Wildflower collection at 2 this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, but get in early. It has been a busy day already. Loads of you have been shopping our Showstopper collection, which we will go through. Lots of you have been shopping up the individuals, and no surprise to learn that the consumables, the paper pads with this amazing collection have already been flying out of the door. Your chance to get in this show and grab it before anybody else, because I've got a funny feeling it is going to be a busy day. If you want the Showstopper, you've got to be quick on that. You have shopped till you've dropped already. We have got less than 200 of those, and then that will be that. There will be no more Showstopper. With the rate things have been going over the course of the last week or so, that Showstopper could potentially go during this show. So be quick. If you saw it on First Look yesterday, you'll know you love it. Buy it now. But if you haven't yet seen it, Debbie, this is a gorgeous collection, isn't it?
Absolutely. What a day to come back.
What a day.
I know that Craig was so excited to show you the first look. We've actually got it now for you to get your hands on, and we're going to be talking about it all day. We've got loads of demonstrations planned for you. So literally, you're going to have the best time with this. The paper pad is divine. The whole collection is beautiful. And if you love your flowers, what a great way to start. Which camera is that, George? Have I got it in the right one? Thank you very much. I'll try and turn it that way so you can see it. You've got this beautiful set of papers to be able to create your lovely little, you called it a chip cone earlier, didn't you, when we were talking?
You could put chips in it as well as flowers.
But it's just a beautiful place to pop all your gorgeous flowers. A beautiful circular die here that I know you're going to absolutely love. The most gorgeous embossing folder. I'm going to ask you to keep there, George, so I can keep flicking them up so you can see them. You can take them into your scrapbook pages if you want to take them into your scrapbook pages. You can use them and combine them together so you can create all your lovely fancy folds as well. What about your gift boxes? We've got a lovely little gift box here from one of our design team members that has created that. I mean, look how gorgeous that looks, and how exquisite, how expensive looking does that look as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. I adore this collection. I think this might be one of Craig's, what he did yesterday. But again,
look at
in these, aren't they just beautiful? It's like a little matchbox on top of a card. I adore this collection, and I know he did a gorgeous scrapbook page as well. And maybe using things that you have. Oh, what about using your template library?
Love that idea.
As well, to create some really nice fun fold cards. But absolutely stunning collection, one that we know you're already loving because we've heard the buzz in our ear. Everyone's getting all super excited, but it's a gorgeous one. I can't wait for you to see the paper pad in full. For those who did miss the first look chance yesterday, we've got the whole complete collection for you. We'll go into more great detail as we go along.
Yeah, we certainly will. As always, ask any questions. Let us know what you're shopping for as well. We would love to know what's in your basket and how many paper pads are you buying, because of course the majority of people will go for the Showstopper collection, and then they'll add in more of the consumables as well, and make sure you do, because I have a feeling that this is going to absolutely fly out of the door. Let's have a look at this. The Showstopper 16-piece collection. You've got 17 dies, 11 stamps. You've got all of your consumables in there. The really cute little craft card, which allows you to make those really cute little wraps. I'll tell you, we have just 180 of these Showstoppers available for you, so you are going to have to be quick. The other tip thing to tell you about before we go through this in more detail. The US, you've got free shipping on this as well on the Showstopper. So a great opportunity again to pick this up at that smash down price and then get your free shipping on it as well. The price is incredible. And again, when you see what else you're going to get for that deal, you're going to jump in and grab it. £79.22 is your platinum price, $96.02. This is the collection on its own. I'll show you the boards on this in just a mo, but you're going to get 12 by 12 pad. You're getting your linen cardstock in there. You're getting your beautiful brown parcel paper in there too. Plus you're getting your 6x6 paper pad as well. So all of that in there alongside all of the hardware. There's stamps, there's stencils, there's dies, there's creator cards, there's Edgeables. If you do just want to go for the collection on its own, you can do. The price on this is £63.99 or $79.20. However, if you pay just an extra £19 or $21, what we will then also do is throw into the equation 3 of your glue pens. We'll also throw in one of, they're worth 10 on their own. We'll throw in one of our square blending tools. It's a rectangle. And also, we're going to give you some ink pads as well. So in the water reactive, you're going to get the grasshopper. Then in our opaque pigment, you're getting the pearl, you're getting the pale fig. You're going to get the sandstorm. You're going to get your baby blue. And you're also going to receive the grasshopper again, but in that opaque pigment. So all of the colours in here, which will work beautifully with this collection. But let's have a look at this, everything that you're going to get in this set. And the first thing, as Debbie was talking about, the paper pad is literally, oh my goodness, it is like taking a walk through the meadows, taking a walk through your local wood, your local forest. I would stock up on these like they're going out of style because we have got bigger stocks on the paper pad this time around. Plenty enough at the minute for you to be able to jump in, grab the Showstopper collection and then jump in and multi-order these. And I have a funny feeling lots of people will be These are flying. I have just heard in my ear, 8 minutes into the show, how many of these have gone. These are absolutely disappearing before your very eyes. I mean, seriously, have you ever seen, I know we say this every time, but have you ever seen a paper pad just so beautiful, so wonderfully designed with all of these amazing flowers? It is, Debbie, isn't it? Just like taking a walk through the meadow, taking a walk through your local woodland and experiencing all of these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers within nature. I mean, look at that. You've even got the little butterflies and bumblebees in here as well. I mean, and look at the reverse, by the way, all matching up for you once again. So you've got all that detailing in the reverse of the papers for you too. So you've got all your mats and layers there. You need to be stocking up on these. You will be using these right throughout the year as well. And how nice, isn't it, that we've got, you know, all of your kind of beautiful floral pads previously, but the first time we've really focused on wildflowers. And I mean, look at that again, absolutely sumptuous. Have you noticed as well, me and Debbie have dressed up for the part today. We're all flowered up for this, aren't we? I mean, a lot of love for Debbie's dress, even more love for this paper pad as well. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. You're going to get that in the 6x6 as well, so you get that included, plus the 6x6. Buy these individually, stock up. There's no limit on how many of these that you can buy individually because we have got a big stock currently. But you know what happened last time? I said, oh, we've got a big stock on the paper pads. Remember when we had the Once Upon a Time collection and the paper pads sold out before the end of the day? You're then going to get all of your linen cardstock in here as well. This is a 28 pad linen card, and again, look at all of that double-sided. If you've loved our linen cardstock previously, I know we've been selling lots and lots of linen card over the course of the last few weeks and months. You will love all of this, and all of the colors. Once again, you've got 7 in here, 4 of each. They all match up beautifully with the colors that you're going to be getting within your 12x12 and your 6x6 paper pads as well. So again, it means that you don't have to go ferreting through the craft room and looking out for colours that you might have, because we've done it all for you. It is all there within the set. 28 sheets of your linen cardstock on top of your 36 12x12 sheets, on top of your 36 6x6 sheets. Then, on top of that, you're getting this cute little, the brown parcel paper. You're getting 50 sheets of this. So again, how cute is it to be able to create that little holder to pop all of your florals in? You'll get a stencil to be able to do that as well. Auga. Mahoney alert, Mahoney alert. Christine Mahoney has just messaged to say she loves the paper pads. These are now limited stock. No, they're not really. We've got enough. Christine, as many as you want today. Let us know how many you're going to buy. But the fact that Christine likes them will tell you that these are going to disappear. 50 sheets of your brown paper you're going to receive. So you can create all of your beautiful bouquets of flowers. And look, you even get the little stencil in there as well, so that you can create that wrap. And then look at all of the wildflowers you've got here. I mean, that really is a beautiful walk through your local woodland, a walk through the meadows. And what a time to launch this as well, as the beautiful weather has just come to the fore. Spring is here, the flowers are popping up everywhere, and this really is a collection you want to jump in for. Wildflowers as well, so very on trend right now, and what a way for you to be able to create any wildflower you so desire, not only with the papers, not only with the linen cardstock we've got within this collection, but with all of the different papers that you will currently have in your craft room. So you're getting a whole set of dies there, plus your stencil to be able to create your wrap in there. And then look here, beautiful, your wildflower wreath die. So again, create a beautiful wreath within the center of your card. Create a panel here that you can cut out and pop elsewhere onto a card. You've then got your meadow flowers edge die. I mean, again, look at how stunning that is. So much detail that we get into our Edgeable dies now. It really is incredible. And again, if you like things like your colouring, your paper piecing, that is definitely one to love and to work with. You've then got your beautiful embossing folder here. And once again, look at that. If you're going for the Showstopper, we've put colours in here which will work absolutely beautifully with this. You've got that wonderful embosser. You've got your grasshopper within the collection which you can go for. You've got the pale fig in there. You've got your baby blue in there. Some wonderful colours that we've put together that will create this beautiful effect. And again, quick, easy crafting when you're talking embossing folders. Just add one of the sentiments, add a little bit of ribbon, you're away. And talking of sentiments, you've also got that beautiful sentiment set. This is called Stay Wild. And look at all the lovely sentiments you've got in here. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. You've got bloom where you're planted. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. Stop and smell the flowers. And this is my fave here. You grow, girl. Isn't that great? You grow, girl. All of that you're going to get within the Showstopper on top of the ink pads that I showed you, your dauber, and your glue tape pens, your glue pens as well. £79.22, $96.02, free shipping in the US. And like I say, if you go for the Showstopper, you're getting all of those extra goodies in there just for an extra £19 or $21. Jump in and grab the Showstopper. That is disappearing before our very eyes. Add more of the paper pads that you think that you will need. More of that linen cardstock. We've got 12x12 and 6x6 available individually, and big stocks currently, but can't guarantee how long that will stay around with how quickly you guys are shopping. We'll do a few of those and then we'll get into this. Radical Rachel on the socials. Colleen is in from Wesley Chapel. Gareth is in saying good morning to all the CCB team. Hello, everyone else as well. Hey to Alison in Lincolnshire. Hey to Georgianne in Florida. Candy's in Oregon, who says, by the way, BTW, nearly threw me then. BTW, it's 3 a.m. here. This must mean I'm hooked. But if you're setting an alarm to get up and shop with us at 3 a.m, yes, I can confirm you're hooked. But you need to get in early, because what will happen is things will start disappearing and then people will panic, and then it will come to 2 o'clock and they'll be like, limited stock, things are disappearing. Betty's in from Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. Rhiannon is in saying, hi, Ben, Debbie, the crew and crafty friends from Ballarat, Australia. I hope everyone is well. We are. Hey to Betsy in Texas. Kirsty D says, good morning. I've put my order in for this collection. Cindy's ordered. What a gorgeous collection. Yes, my order was placed early. And Mo saying, good morning from Philadelphia. Find myself up at 5, and you'll never guess I've placed an order including this luscious collection. Betty says, I've got 2 of the 6x6 and another 12x12 paper pad. This collection is stunning in person. Ooh, and I popped in some of the gilding wax on sale to finally give it a try. Right, Here we go then. Let's have a look at some amazing finished projects with Debbie. What you got for us, Mrs?
Oh, well, I'm going to show you some of the amazing work that our design team have created using this fabulous collection. And Nature's Garden is all about our nature, and what a better way, have a walk on the wild side with me with these gorgeous wildflowers.
Yeah.
They're absolutely beautiful. I love what Nicole's done with this one, where she's just used that as a little accent, that little background piece, and just snipped into there. Again, fill in that lovely... what should we call it? A paper holder? What would you call that?
Well, it's like a
Proper term for it. The proper name. There's got to be a proper name.
It's not a vase, is it? It's like it's like a posh wrap, isn't it?
It's like parcel. It's like
It's parcel paper.
It is parcel paper, but it's like a parcel wrap, isn't it? Yeah.
So anyone's got a posh name for that, let us know.
There is. There's got to be a posh name out there. I know there is. And any florist out there, I'm sure they'll be able to help us, because Debbie's struggling with that one. But look, honestly, Ben,
incredible.
This is just beautiful. This is using the embossing folder, that gorgeous, and I call it like a little creator card piece, but the actual wildflower wreath. All the flowers then just to give that little extra, the titivation, shall we call it?
Yeah.
But you can use inside as well. So you could use your papers to have a gorgeous insert as well as your outside piece there as well. Take it into your different styles of fold. So lovely double fold card here that lovely Astrid's done. I absolutely adore that one. It just looks exquisite. Take them into your small style cards as well. So this is a lovely small feature. But that one has been used and stripped back with, with your sanding block, the embossing folder onto that coordination kind of paper that's got that white core underneath, and that looks absolutely fabulous. And then a lovely little vellum wrap using a heat emboss technique with one of those centers. Looks absolutely beautiful. Again, lovely one that Lisa's done there.
Yeah.
That gorgeous edgeable, that can be used in so many ways. You can have it going down, you can have it going across. Either way, it looks exquisite. It really, really does. Little bit of paper piece in there to colour and create that little floral effect. Absolutely stunning. A bit similar to what I'm going to be starting with here, because again, just absolutely fabulous. Take your nesting dies. This is a gorgeous one, because this one, what Nicole's done is she's used the nesting dies to create that lovely feature and then pop there. So I'm thinking about all your other pieces that you might have, all your other collections that you might have that this is going to work with. This one is simply stunning. I absolutely adore that. It's just very stripped back, but very, very, very eye-catching. And again, embossing folder with a little piece of, and I say piece, it's just one colour around there. And as I'm going to guess, that looks like Bordeaux to me. And then water technique over the top.
Looks like what, did you say?
Absolutely gorgeous. Bordeaux.
Oh, Bordeaux.
Yeah, water reactive ink. That's what it looks like. Yeah, you're going to absolutely enjoy this. One of my favourite pieces, though, I'm going to have to bring it in. You all know I love scrapbooks.
Yeah.
And scrapbooking. Look at this. Oh my God, it's divine. Absolutely stunning. Nicole, you have belted this out of the car park, ballpark, whatever you want to call it, park. Honestly, it's just absolutely stunning. I adore that. And I know that you are loving this collection just as much as we are. We're so excited. I tell you, when I found out what I was coming back to from my holiday, I was like, you're kidding. I've got a brand new launch. I'm absolutely cockle. I am, and I can't wait to get started.
Oh, wow. You guys are so excited about this. Alison says, morning all. I'm cherry picking a few bits, but I bought 2 of the 6x6 pads and 1 of the 12x12. The pads are disappearing individually. We're so busy for those right now, and there's no surprise as far as I'm concerned there. Katie Hartley says, hey guys, obviously ordered. I used a voucher and some store credit. I got an absolute steal, says Katie Hartley. Nice work. The wrap. Kate McQueen, hello Kate, says ex-florist here. It's a wrap or a bouquet, so you've got the little papers in there to create that wrap to go around your wildflowers. Lynn Harvey, lovely Lynn, says the whole collection is gorgeous, but I love that edgeable. We are so busy right now, I cannot even tell you, and I so appreciate the fact that so many of you have set alarms at 3 a.m, at 5 a.m. To get these deals, and that's what you've got to do. Get up early. You know this by now. When we have a launch, particularly like this, a brand new Nature's Garden collection, you know that you've got to get in early to pick up these deals. This is the Showstopper. Well, that's the full collection that you're seeing here. Adding to that, the Showstopper deal, where you get those glue pens, you get one of our blending tools, and then we give you that bespoke set of inks that we've put together, which we think will work beautifully with the colours that you've got within this collection. That is the way to go, to be honest with you. And then you cherry pick a few more bits. Then you add in some more of the 12x12s, maybe some of the 6x6s. Maybe as well this time around, add in some more of those the little brown papers, because of course they're going to be really, really super cute with that stencil that you get in the kit to create little wraps and the bouquets as well. But you know what you need to do. What I would tell you though is get more than you think you need of those paper pads, because they will disappear. They will disappear. And as much as I said, I made the mistake with the once upon a time going, oh, we've got loads, we've got thousands. And then by the evening, they'd all gone. Get more than you think you would need and get them right now. Love the font in the stamp, says Janet Crawwell. Rihanna says the Edgeable is my favourite. The Wreath is beautiful. Keep the chat coming. Let us know what's your favourite part of the collection. Is it the paper pad? Do you like the little the stencils that we've got in there? The Edgeables, maybe that little Wreath that we've got in there, the Wreath die. Get in touch on the socials. Let us know what you're buying as well. But shall we get into a demo? 22 minutes into the show and the stock is already flying out. We're heading towards only 150 of the Showstoppers remaining now. They're disappearing. I called it at the top. These could potentially be gone by the end of our preview show. So get the Showstopper quickly and get it checked out. But let's get over to one of my favourite wildflowers. The lovely Debbie.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. I'm super excited to get started.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use, in this particular demo, I'm going to use that gorgeous wreath, that wildflower wreath. I love the wreath because you get it in two parts, so it means that you can cut directly into your cardstock. But with the additional outside die, you can then create a lovely, stunning piece, and then matching pieces to go behind it as well, which I'm going to show you. We've also got the mailbox flowers. I adore this. It's got the template in there, and the template fits perfectly with your perfectly sized brown parcel paper. Yeah. And all you're going to do is just simply follow these with score lines. I do it with pencil first, then do the score line afterwards, but we'll come back to that. But that comes in that collection for you. And then you've got all of these wildflowers, not just any, 15 pieces in total. Yeah. 15. And I know that these dies, outside of the wildflower collection, I know you're going to use these dies all the time when it comes to your embellishments. So these are what we call the hardware of your collection. So I'm going to be coming back to using that as well. But first things first, I'm going to take some craft cards and I'm just going to place this in, and I'm going to cut out a full wreath. I want a full decorated piece with this. So I'm going to grab some low-tack tape and pop that down. But yeah, absolutely. What a great way to come back to a fantastic brand new collection. Yes. I know Craig at the launch, well, I said the launch, the first look, the sneaky peek, shall we call it, of this collection, which, judging by today, you have been waiting with bated breath to get hold of it, especially that fantastic paper pad. Oh, no. Our paper pads just get better and better and better all the time. They're absolutely incredible.
We're like broken records, aren't we? But we just when we think, you know, a paper pad can't be trumped, it happens.
Leanne's got an incredible team. I know we often joke about Faye, but there are other people on that team that were, you know, that have created some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pads. I'm going to have to try and find out which one of them designed this one, because it's absolutely stunning. But look at this piece again. When you take that out, all that gorgeous detail, and I'm just going to use my pokey tool to. Can I give you a little heads up about my pokey tool?
A little what?
I worked with Leanne a couple of weeks ago, before I went on holiday, and she got a lot of questions asked about my pokey tool. All I'm going to say is, she asked for a photo of it the other day.
Of your pokey tool?
Of my pokey tool, yeah. So who knows what may be coming in the future? Who knows, Ben? We might have started a trend off there. Because people have been asking me all the time about the pokey tool. And it's bespokely made. Who knows, we might be getting our own version.
Do you know, the more things you drop in, I feel currently with Leanne, the more things seem to come to fruition.
All you need to do is, if you ever get an idea, is let Leanne know. She comes to this studio when you know, and she's on that side especially, let her know, get your comments in, and I promise you, she takes note all the time. She's always looking for new ideas. So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, I am. eyes peeled.
Wow.
Right, so I've got this gorgeous piece already die cut. What I've actually done with that outer die, so this outer die that I was talking about, I wanted a little background piece to sit in there. So I've used a bit of white cardstock and cut out a full piece. However, that's going to then sit there, but it felt a bit too plain for me. So I have got the embossing folder, and I'm just going to use it as just a little background piece. So I'm going to take the embossing folder. Now this is a 2D embossing folder, and I'm going to pop that in and position those flowers where I want them to be. Now, because it's a 2D, the normal platform are your 2 clear cutting plates.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to add my metal shim because I want to try and create a little bit of an extra bit of oomph. Is that the right word?
Extra bit of oomph is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But yes, your normal platform for your 2D embossing folders or your 2 clear cutting plates, top and bottom. I'm just adding that extra one in to give it a little bit of a extra oomph, as I call it. And the embossing detail on there is just beautiful. Now, I know it's quite difficult with it being in white.
Oh, yes,
I will be showing you later on. With this gorgeous embossing folder, colouring in. I'm going to take a little bit of ink to it though, just to give it a slight little lift. And because I'm using craft card, I think I'll come in with a little bit of sandstorm.
Yeah, you get that in the Showstopper.
Oh, there's a sandstorm in the Showstopper?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. No, you meant to go. I didn't know that. That's why I'm using this.
Oh, yes, I did know that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I've been on holiday.
What?
I've been off for a week. You know, I do pay attention.
Of course you do. But if you're on holiday, you know. How was your holiday?
Fine, thank you. I spent loads of time with the grandkids. Loads of time and looking after them. And I went to London as well. And I went to go and see the Fizz finally get round to their 40th anniversary celebration of winning the Eurovision Song Contest back in 1981.
Oh, dear.
But it was postponed for 2 years due to the obvious reasons. COVID, stopping the
good?
world. It was fabulous. Utterly fabulous. Spent it with my friends. Really, really enjoyed it. The weather, Don't know what it was like up here, Ben, but oh my God.
Oh, it's been miserable.
It was appalling. And the thing was, I travelled down, I stepped off the train, the brolly broke the minute I stepped off the train.
What, inside out or just wouldn't go up?
Oh, just completely. Do you know the middle bit that goes in the middle? So the bit that goes up to the top.
Yeah.
So like that bit.
Yeah.
And it was one of them big golfing brollies.
Oh, yeah.
I've had it for years.
You play golf?
Not really. But a big golf, because it covers all the kids.
Yeah.
That's why I got it. So it covered everybody. So you don't have to get, nobody gets back. But it snapped right at the very top. So I went to try, and I couldn't do anything with it. So I got absolutely saturated.
No.
Yeah, absolutely saturated. I was gutted.
Well, I've always thought, only an umbrella has its ups and downs, doesn't it?
Oh, you've been practising?
Not really.
Have you been, is this edition number 2 coming?
Excuse me?
Is it edition number 2? Your dad joke book?
I don't know. I'm sure after the success of the first one, there probably will be another one on the way. I'm working on at some point the CD. Everyone wants the CD with the songs on, but I need 2 more for an album.
Oh.
So 8 now.
You've got 8. Have you really got 8 songs in your repertoire?
Oh, I've got more than that. It's just 8 in my crafty repertoire, Debbie.
Well, you have had some belters. I'm still waiting for a song dedicated to myself.
Oh,
but,
yeah, well, that'll be song 10.
Yeah, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that'll be 11, one of the bonus tracks.
I'm using a little bit of straw bale to give it a little bit of a spring lift as well. So the pale, the 2 I thought looked quite nice and subtle together. But of course you could just stick to that one, but it just gives it that little bit of a lift. And again, straight away, now it's emphasised that lovely detail and gives it that little bit of extra. Now I did pop a little bit of fire brown around this one, and it just gives it a little bit of an interesting piece behind the background there. So I'm going to stick those 2 down together, and then we're going to go on to what I consider to be the all-purpose of this collection, those gorgeous, I don't know why we call them mailbox flowers, but they are definitely beautiful flowers. Now, I've popped a little bit of red liner tape round the back, only because I am very conscious, and don't tell me now that while I've been away, we've had a restock. Dotty tape pen?
No.
Anybody? No?
No.
So that's why I've popped a little bit of red liner tape just onto the back to stick that down over the top. So,
but the good thing is with the Showstopper, you do get your glue pens, and you get your little intricate ones. So those might be all right to stick with, mightn't they? Your more intricate ones, because you've got your 0.7mm ballpoint nib on there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Those.
This is a good showstopper though, that one.
Oh, it is a good showstopper.
It is a really good one, it is.
All items that you will definitely use with this collection.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just make sure I've got that sealed down all the way around. There we go. And then I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back. I'm going to give it a little bit of a lift.
Yep.
So I'm just going to put that to one side. Let's bring in our parcel wrap, or our brown parcel paper.
Yeah.
And our lovely little stencil. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to place it on top. See how it's been perfectly proportionally, perfectly sized. Get a little pencil and just pop a very faint line down, and then get your scoreboard. So we're going to bring in a scoreboard. Actually, you could do it with your fingers if you wanted to, but I like to make sure I've got a nice, what's the word?
Crease, burnish,
crease,
fold.
thank you, burnish, line.
Crease,
embossed line.
Embossed line.
Yeah, that's the word. And this is why, again, having the black line on your board makes for a little bit easier in terms of when you're twisting and turning that around.
Yeah.
So let's pop that down. I'm going to take off the pencil mark though now, because I don't want that pencil mark to be on show. So let's take that down. And then we're going to create our lovely little wrap. So again, with your scoreboard, you'll make sure that you've got that. Again, like I said, you could do it with your fingers if you wanted to, but I like it to be nice and crisp, so that's why I've used it in the way that I think is, you know, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Makes for it a bit easier to use. And now you've created your lovely little parcel for you to pop your flowers into. Obviously, we need to stick that down, so I'm going to stick that down using, I'll go with a strong paper pad. Strong paper pad, Debbie.
What?
That's not a strong paper pad. That is a strong tape pen.
That is a strong tape pen.
Oh, it is. I've been to see the doctor during the holidays.
Been to see what?
The doctor. Do you know, I told you that I've been struggling with certain words and things like that.
Yeah.
Finally, they listened to me, and now I'm on a certain little thing that's on my hip that hopefully will help things along in the womanly ways.
Oh.
Just say it like that.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought
yes.
for a minute then he'd take like a dictionary to your side or something to help you with the words.
Well, I'm... Can you imagine? Swallow a dictionary, let's just pull that out and have a little peek at it. I could, well, no, but hopefully everything from the hot sweats to the insomnia that I keep suffering with and all the rest will all start to work. Brain fog, I might start coming out speaking like an English dictionary. Who knows what's going to happen? Got to get a few months, so we'll get a few months, so just bear with me during that time, but yeah. But it was lovely to be finally heard, is what I'm going to say. So a lovely, and I say a doctor, she was a lovely pharmacist training up to be a practitioner. Brilliant lady.
Oh, marvellous.
Listen to me. And there you go, look, you've got your lovely little bouquet ready to go and fill in. So what do we need to fill in, I hear you ask?
Flowers!
Flowers! We need our flowers, and I am so loving these. Take your cardstock of choice. We'll just cut a few out, but I'm gonna, and I love this because you've got little elements that you can add your stalks to. So you've got pieces here that have got the stalk, so you can add to the flower afterwards.
Yeah.
Then you've got full pieces. And again, lots of different wildflowers. I'm going to go with that one because it looks like my dress. And again, really just use all the foliage bits that you want, all the lovely features on here. Some of these as well have got like what we call the extra embossing element. So especially with this one, you can see it just die cuts a solid piece. But these are the area where you're going to use your purple shim. So I'll pop a couple on there to show you what I mean by that. So I'll just pop a few down.
Less than 150 showstoppers now. Less than
What?
150 showstoppers, and that will be that. You'll still be able to get the collection, but not the showstoppers. Less than 150 on these. I'm not surprised these are disappearing.
The thing is, with a showstopper, we always bring a really, really good, great bundle that is well thought out, that's going to work beautifully with the collection. So it is always, I love it, because it's like you said, the consumable part to it, aren't they?
Yeah.
That you need, I think you need. So yeah, absolutely. I can't believe it's going though that fast.
No.
Well, I can actually. How's the paper pads doing?
Well, Johnny's just saying very, very busy on this. We've got a lot more paper pads than we do of the Showstopper bundle. But as I say, I said with the Once Upon a Time collection, well, I've got plenty left, and they'll be sold out of the 12 by 12 paper pads in the evening show on that launch day. So get as many as you need, and then a few more of the paper pads. But currently stock is okay.
Good. For now. For now. Right, I have just run that through one. Now, I did say to you, I'll show you how to use, to emboss that extra detail. So you're going to take off now the magnetic shim, and we're going to place on the top, and it's always well worth doing this if you want that extra little bit of detail, but I'm popping my rubber embossing mat onto the top, and then we're going to feed that through the mouth of the machine. So let's pop that in, and then we'll start to do a little bit of colouring. The lovely thing about this is, Ben, if you want to use bits and bobs of your scrap papers, you could use like your coloured cardstock. You could actually use some of your papers from your 6x6 or your 12x12, depending on how many you want to use. You could use watercolour cardstock and use your watercolouring mediums. In my case, I'm going to just be using alcohol markers because I love using them, I really do. But again, that extra little bit of detail means that you can see all the embossed detail on the petal. Again, always tricky with white cardstock, but it is worth doing that extra run through to create all those extra pieces. And again, I'm just going to take out all these parts. Let's just pop that out.
Whilst you're getting those bits out, Sandy says, loving the wildflower dies. Lillian says, morning everyone. Hi Ben, hi Debbie. I love that wreath. It looks like a fancy sandwich biscuit. It does look a little bit like a fancy biscuit. Thank you, Lillian. Michelle McCarthy is watching.
Yay, hi Michelle.
As is Ben McCarthy.
Oh, they're working together.
I don't know whether they're watching together or whether they're watching on separate devices.
Well, Michelle's now on her holiday, and she's having some time off because it's the kids' half term, so she's spending some time with Alice. And
end of term, not half term. It's end of term.
End term?
It's the end of term.
Is it the end of term?
End of as we get ready, 2 weeks they've got off now.
Oh.
And then there's a new term starting, summer term they go back to.
Oh.
And hi to Michelle, who says, yes, I'm waiting for my song, Debbie, as well. Of course, so many songs lined up.
Get in the queue, missus, get in the queue. If you don't do one with his TV wifeys, they're going to be trouble. Going to be trouble.
We could do all the crafty ladies, couldn't we, instead of all the single ladies?
Yes, actually, you could, Ben. That is a fabulous idea. All the crafty ladies.
All the crafty ladies.
All the crafty ladies.
All the crafty ladies. Put your pokey tools up. There you go.
There you go. You can start something now.
Could we get you all dancing though, doing the
yeah, no leotards, no leotards. Yeah, we could do that where we do. Is it all the single ladies? Put your hands up.
Yeah, put your hands
and
up.
And then I've got the hips to do the wiggly bit.
Oh, it's that one, isn't it?
That one. It's a bit like Bruce Forsyth, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
You're in the video.
Definitely.
You're in.
But no lycra.
Pardon?
No lycra.
No lycra.
No. And we could all have a go at singing. I love singing. You know, I love singing. Keep saying I want to go on one of your musical videos.
Well, I'll write it. You guys sing it.
You what, love?
I'll write it. You guys sing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the other guys would be up for that.
Yeah.
Although.
Yeah.
Debbie Fisher would love it, but.
Might have to get the auto-tune out for a few people. Not you though, Debbie, because I know you're. You know.
I can hold a tune. I do love singing. I sang for absolutely ages, she says.
You're the fifth member
away.
of Bucks Fizz, aren't you?
I was singing very, very loudly. And I was right near the front as well, so I was singing incredibly loudly to all the hits, all the tunes, and really, really loved every single minute. I did have a little bit of a squeaky voice the day after, but it's recovered now, so yeah, absolutely. Now, I don't know what's happening here with this pen, but this tri-blend pen is on its way out. I can see it's on its last legs.
Yeah.
However, we'll do a spot of colouring. I'll be able to fudge that. Might have to ask our Tracy to find us another deep red or dark red blend. But I'm going to use my tri-blends.
Okay.
I'm going to colour all of that in, and then we'll add a little bit of extra definition. So let's go into that area where it's raised. And again, just to bring in, and it's just that, again, it's just adding that little extra detail. I might do in a little bit of a dark piece as well. There we go.
Michelle's up for the dance, she says.
Yay, of course we are, we all are. We want our own, well, you did what's it called? Craftman Craig.
Craftman Craig.
Craftman Craig.
Yeah.
Yep. Can, I love the can.
Yeah.
I love that one. Oh, what's the other one that I really like? Oh, hang on a minute. Name me all your songs, Ben.
Oh dear. So Crafty Man Craig, then it was the Crafty Cabana.
Oh, I love that one. I was in the video with that one.
You were in the video for that one. I remember in Studio 2.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Johnny had to dance with you for the whole song, didn't he?
Yeah, because I didn't like dancing. I'd have sung, but dancing's another thing.
It was you, as Bernie, Sarah and Craig all dancing. And nobody really wanted to dance in that video, so Johnny had to like dance behind the camera, like dance like this to get everyone else dancing, doing his proper dad dancing. He was, Johnny. Michelle says, I'll be Posh Spice. I'll have my microphone turned off when we all sing. I love it. I love it.
Throwing some shade at Posh McCartney, I'm calling her now.
Posh McCartney.
She's throwing some shade at old Posh Spice. Oh, I love Posh Spice.
So funny. Good one, Michelle. That's Michelle's opinion, by the way, not the opinion of Crafters TV. Sorry, Posh Spice, if you're watching. Platinum member, of course, Victoria. J.L. Safety says, Debbie, how do you know which flowers will emboss to?
Oh, so really good question. So get on here, and if I just, I'm going to bring a couple out now. George, how good are your camera skills?
How good are your camera skills, George?
Are you good at twiddling those knobs and getting in really close? Come on, getting really close. Twiddle, 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 twiddle. Coming close. Right, fantastic. So I'm going to show you. Now on this particular one, you can see you've got just a raised edge. But these don't have a raised edge. They just look like an open piece that's just been cut out. That needs embossing with your purple shim. Now on here, the centre bit, so on that outside piece, again, you can see that you've got a raised die cut that's going to cut that solid flower. However, all that intricate part in the centre is just holes.
Yeah.
That needs embossing. And the same applies to this one here, which is that, I call it like a little bit like a sunflower one, this one. And again, outside edge, all cut perfectly. But these bits have no raised element, so they need that extra additional extra bit to literally give you the effect. And if I just bring in this one, where you've got all the raised elements inside. Now it picks up beautifully, especially, and you can see it right there. When you use your alcohol markers, when you use your water reactive inks, whatever ink you want to do colour, it will pick up and it will create a bit of depth and dimension. In fact, if I just come in with, let me go and find a yellow ink pad just to show you. Yeah, I'll use lemon tonic with this one, and I'll come in with, let's just show you. And you'll be able to see that extra raised element. So it's well worth doing it, and you'll see them on the flowers. And there's quite a few of them that'll need that. So, and including some of that foliage bit as well, because it just needs that extra little bit of oomph. And then you can go in, and I'll come in with a tri-blend and mix the two. And I'm just going to do this so you can see them. Yeah. And it does help, especially when you're doing your colouring. It just gives you that extra area so you know where you're going, including those raised dots in the centre as well. So again, it just gives you that extra feel. And it's almost like, do you know when you run your fingers across? Yeah. It's like Braille. Do you know when you read Braille and you've got that that's exactly what that is. And that it just gives you that lovely finishing touch, and it's well worth persevering and just running it through. Cut it first and then run it through with your purple shim.
Marvellous.
Absolutely. Now I'll do one bit extra little bit of colouring, and then I'm going to bring in the rest that I've got.
Just whilst we watch you, we'll say hi to Maricel. Says, hello from California. My cat woke me up.
Oh.
And I saw it was the perfect time to get my order in for the new collection. Now back to sleep until morning. Everyone have a great day. How brilliant to have a cat.
A cat wake you up.
Cat wake you up. Cat alarm clock. I'm sure there's a pun there somewhere. Sarah H says, Debbie, so glad that you've been heard. The patches are a game changer, speaking from experience.
Oh, thank you.
And Kirsty D says, yes, it's the end of term. I've got 2 weeks off work now. Yes, Kirsty D. Boom. Lynn Harvey says, definitely looking forward to the new song. I'm writing it then, is that the next one? We're going to do that. Good. And Kirsty D says, an advert came up on the TV earlier with the Can-Can music, and the Crafty Can-Can lyrics were going through my head. Oh, yes. I can't remember who it was, but some company has actually copied the Crafty Can-Can. I mean, I know the Can-Can's obviously a few hundred years old, but some other company did it, listing off all their products as well. I thought, you've seen
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I thought, you copied us, you have. You copied us.
What, another crafting company?
No, not a crafting company.
Oh, for goodness sake, I'm like, what do you call it going off there?
Oh, no, there'd have been trouble there.
I wonder if someone saw it and thought that's a cracking idea.
Probably what it was, Debbie. Probably what it was.
Of course it will be. Of course it will, Ben. Of course it will. Now, colour all your flowers in. When you've got them all coloured in, now I'm just going to move that to one side because I just needed a little bit to show you. I've got quite a few coloured in here, and I've already, like I said, with your pieces, stick your little stalk stem.
Yeah.
Stalk stem. Stick them on together with your chosen glues. I've got that one already done. I've done a purple one as well. I've got my little daisies, lovely sunflower one, and again added the additional. All of these you'll find on there, which is what I love about it, because it gives you the option just to use the flower on itself or bring it all together to create. And also I've done with that one, Ben, is I've tucked one of the leaves behind the back so it gives it that lovely full look. And again, use all of your elements. And this is the problem, again, that I have. I never know when to stop. So I've got quite a few, and I've also got some others that I'm going to use for later. I've stamped out one of the stamps, Flowers Are Happiness. They absolutely are. I adore flowers. I never get them given enough.
Oh, no.
I know. It's sad. Woe is me. Get your tiny violin out. But yeah, absolutely love having flowers. I have to usually buy them for myself.
Oh, I feel like, I don't know, going across the road in a minute and into the field and picking some. Johnny, get down the garage.
Did you really get down to the garage? Johnny, is that what you do to your gorgeous missus?
He doesn't get her flowers. He gets a wine. Wine or flowers. She always goes for wine, apparently.
Does she?
Yeah.
let's stuff our lovely little package here and get our flowers all filled out into there. Yeah, I'll take any flowers, Ben. So shop flower bought ones, I'll take. Do you know what? My granddaughter, she picks them for me. We always have to make sure that she picks ones that you can pick and not pick.
Well, yeah, because you can't pick them wildflowers, can you?
No, not wildflowers, no. You've got to be good, haven't you? You've got to be kind to nature.
I might have to go and get you some flowers in the break now.
What's this?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I love them. Can I take these on with the producer, Johnny?
No, you have to leave them in the studio because they're part of the set.
Are they part of the set?
You can have them till
gorgeous. I've never, no one's ever bought me a big bunch of flowers like this. Thank you so much. No, not for a long time anyway. Yeah. But thank you, yeah. Would you mind putting them in water for me, Ben?
Yeah, I'll go and put them in.
Gorgeous, aren't they? They're absolutely beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They are beautiful. I wish they were real. But thank you. Yeah, I got the last ones I got were for Mother's Day from me, my little grandkids.
Have they always been there, those flowers, by the way?
You what, love?
I've never noticed those
Do you know something, Ben? I've never noticed them either. Shows you how much attention we pay to the set.
Yeah.
Because I wonder how long they've been there. The last time I thought was over there. I thought they were their macaroons. You know,
the macaroons.
I thought that's what Shows you, doesn't it?
We had the tray of like knitted donuts and stuff, didn't we?
That's exactly what I thought was, back there. Yeah, shows we're not paying attention.
No.
She's not watching, it'll be fine. So I'm just literally filling my pack up there and just literally spreading those flowers out, and you can, I mean, look how gorgeous that is.
That is stunning.
Already absolutely stunning. I think I'm going to save some of those flowers. I was thinking about putting another one in there, but then I'm like, I don't want to cut. No, I'm not going to cover them up because I don't want to spoil them. Let's have a look. Oh, I think I'll have that one in there though. Let's pop that in there. I can hear the boys talking and giggling away. I don't know what's going on in there.
Oh, just chatting last week. It was about this time last week, actually, guys. We were we got a tape measure out and we were measuring Craig live on air.
You were measuring what?
Craig.
What were you measuring? What?
We were talking about height.
I'm thinking, what part of Craig were you measuring?
No!
Oh, right, what are you measuring? Width? What are you measuring?
We're measuring his height.
You're measuring his height? Does he not know how tall he is?
Well, because he wasn't quite sure, and then we started talking about the various heights of people in the building, and then he wasn't sure how tall he was, so then we got John in with a tape measure and we measured him live on air. He's 5'8".
Is he really?
Yeah. And just as that moment where we were sort of mucking around a bit, because we never muck about.
We never muck around. I don't know what you're talking about, Ben. We don't muck around.
Yeah, Johnny got a message from one of the bosses going, are you measuring Craig live on air? Yeah, we are. That's exactly what we're doing. It's a crucial part of the demo that Craig is doing right now. We're proving how crucial it is to measure things when you're crafting.
You have way too much fun. Now, I've what I've done with this is I've taken it to measure 6 by 12. I've scored it down the centre at 6, and then I've taken my scoreboard and gone diagonal because I'm having a little bit of a twisted easel with this one. So from top to bottom, create that. It can go either way, it doesn't really matter, and then create another 6 by 6 base. I've taken some of that beautiful paper and including that lovely, gorgeous linen cardstock that you get in your bundle as well. And I'm just going to place this on to the card base. So we're going to come in, and again, I'm just going to pop that down. Now I've used some of my gems. You know I love a gem.
Yeah.
I've just used some of my gems just to highlight in that top corner. I'm going to bring in my piece here, and I'm just going to make sure, because I don't know why, but for some reason my red liner tape doesn't want to stick. I wonder if I've had it somewhere hot. Yeah, it's not sticking. Just bear with me a second.
Right.
That's very unusual for my red liner tape. It is super strong adhesive, but for some reason it's not sticking onto the top. So I'm going to revert back to my dotty tape pen.
Hi Cassandra says, don't forget to get Laura some flowers too, Ben. She gets flowers. She gets flowers. But the same as Johnny's good lady, Laura prefers wine, to be honest. So that's wine or flowers? Wine. Easy way to put a smile on her face. Just go home with a bottle of Prosecco, sorted. I'm going to make wildflower seed packets, combining this collection with my Nature's Garden Farmhouse collection to raise funds for my son's school, says Katie Hartley. Great idea, we love that.
Absolutely.
Teresa says, I think the next Play Your Crafts Right game should be, is the product part of the studio set or not? I love that, Teresa. That is brilliant. We'll put that forward to the powers that be. Lots of love as well, Debbie, including from mode number 2, says she loves the little brown flower cones. Lots of people love the little brown papers that we're putting in this set. They're very, very cute, aren't they?
I love that little addition. I mean, we could have just popped you some craft card in there and make your own, but I love the fact that it's been cut to size. And it's proper, you know, when you get it home, you'll understand what I mean. It's the proper parcel paper.
Yeah.
It's not a fake one, it's a proper parcel
Cut
paper. It looks absolutely, cut to size, perfect. I don't know what's going on for my, I think I've had my foam pads and my tape pen near the heating a little bit too, because I'm having trouble lifting it, and normally that comes off really easy. Always be careful where you store glues. I say this a lot, but I genuinely mean it, because if it'll be affected. Can you see it's not sticking properly as it should be doing? What I'm going to do though is just place that just into there. It should be okay. And then I'm going to attach these. Now I've chosen another, I mean these papers are just divine, absolutely divine. What I would normally do is do a little bit of gutting, so to make sure that my linen cardstock goes that little bit further. But it's, you know, you craft the way you want to craft. But again, what I'm doing is I'm going to make sure that's the, we'll have it that way for when it's twisted. So I've got that lovely focal feature of that beautiful paper. It is stunning paper.
Your favourite pad of the year?
Do you know what? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Because it is absolutely beautiful. The colour tones as well are just gorgeous. But it's the way that it's been designed, where you've got the layer upon layer upon layer on top of that lovely shabby chic kind of background as well. Just think it's absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to attach that to the front as well, so that when this twists up, so I'm going to make sure I've got it in the right direction. So just before you stick it down, make sure you've got that in the right place. So I know to put my glue just down here. So I'm going to use my tape pen. There we go. There we go. And again, I'm just going to go all the way and then attach that just onto the bottom. So I've just gone onto this bottom corner, and I'm going to make it life easy for myself. I'm going to just split that out a little bit and line it up before I actually stick that down, because I don't want a wonky piece. I want it to be nice and straight. There we go. And then I'm going to have to resort to tacky glue with this one. For some reason, nothing's sticking today. And then I'm going to just use to stop it from flopping over with my my flopper stopper.
Flopper stopper.
My flopper stopper. I'm going to stop that from going across. So I'm going to bring it just a little bit over here to give it a little bit more added interest. So that now means I've got that to stop that from flopping over. I'm going to now attach my flowers, and again, before I position it, I'm going to make sure, if I just show you for a second, when I'm twisting it up, I want to make sure I've got it in the right angle. So I want it to be a little bit skew width, is that the word? Skew width, so that when I bring it up, it looks perfect. So I'm going to just attach now onto the back some glue. Oh, not that glue, this glue.
By the way, less than 140 of the Showstoppers now.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Then I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to add a little ribbon. I'm going to pop a little ribbon on just to give it a little bit of a, almost like, you know, when you've been to the shop and you're asked them to tie ribbons around their bouquets and things like that. Those finishing touches that you only get in your florists, not in the supermarkets. Just makes that stand out that little bit more. And then I'm going to add, because I feel like it could do with something just here. So I'm going to keep that upright for a second. And I'm going to add a couple of little mid-daisies.
Why not? Just
to... Let's have a little look. Shall we go that way? Shall we go? Yeah, I'll have them there. So again, I'm just going to stick those down. And let's have a little one going there. And again, it's just giving a little bit of added interest, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful collection. I mean, I can't wait for launch because they've got so much planned.
I know.
I just think absolutely stunning, gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And it really, truly is. Everything works, as always, as you would expect with any of our collections. And Nature's Garden, this one is incredibly beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Love it.
Amazing. A really, really beautiful collection to allow you to create the most stunning, sumptuous wildflower projects. The Showstopper, we have less than 140 of those remaining. The Showstopper, which brings you everything here. I'll go through all this again in detail after we've had a short little break, but you get everything right here. Plus, you're going to get 5 ink pads included as well, which we have basically given you a lovely selection of colours that will work. Grasshopper in the opaque pigment. You've got your baby blue in the opaque pigment. You've got the sandstorm, and then also the pale fig, and then we've also doubled up on the grasshopper, giving you that in the water reactive as well. So you get all of those included, plus you get the 3 set of our glue pens. They're $9.99 on their own, and then you're also going to get the square blending tool. It's a rectangle, that's included as well within the Showstopper. So some really handy tools to go with that set. $79.22 is the platinum price for the full collection. The Showstopper, $96.02. Let me know how many extra paper pads you're ordering. I can see that so far on the comments coming through, 11 extras is the winner. Has anyone bought more than 11 of the extra 12 by 12 paper pads? The 6 by 6 available for you as well. The linen you can get individually, of course, and those really cute little wraps, the little brown paper wraps to create your little wraps and bouquets for your flowers. Those are available for you individually too. I'll tell you what, are we having a little break? And I'll go through all of this again in just a few moments' time. Give you opportunity to check out your baskets, but we are busy. If it's the Showstopper you've got in there, that needs to be getting checked out because we are under 140 of those remaining. The way this is going, we're going to have very few, if any, left for the actual launch in just 2 hours' time. So get to the checkouts. When we come back, more inspiration with Debbie. We'll see you in just a few moments' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome back, everybody. What a day. I've just heard how many of you have checked out during that little break there. We are super duper busy and we are delighted that you're loving this brand new collection, Nature's Garden Wildflower. Wow, it is absolutely gorgeous. Majority of you going for the Showstopper, and it's good if you do want that Showstopper. We've got now less than 130 of these available. It's where you get the full collection and then the added extras as well. So you basically get on top of that, just for an extra £19 or $20, we give you the glue pens. We also, they're worth 10 on their own. You get 5 of our ink pads included in there as well, in bespoke colours that will work with the colours that you've got in the set. And you've got your beautiful, it is beautiful. You've got your dauber in there as well, your blending tool, I should say. Your square blending tool is included. So lots of added extras in there, just for an extra £19 or $21. So that we've got less than 130 of. If you want to go for added extras, then I would encourage you to do that, because it's the paper pad that most of you are adding in extras of. And I'll go through all of this, but the paper pad is so beautiful. Here it is, if you want it on its own, details on your screen there, £11.99 or $15.96. I think we're becoming masters in creating these papers where there is like layer upon layer of detail, the foreground, and then as your eye sort of is drawn further into the papers, here sort of going even further into the woodland there, and you're seeing all of the different flowers, the stunning wildflowers that you've got within this set. I'm looking in here, I'm seeing wood anemones and primrose and cornflowers, foxgloves, there's daisies, there's violets in here, harebells, celandines. I mean, absolutely tons of beautiful wildflowers in here. Your buttercups, poppies, red campions, cow parsley, yarrow. I mean, just flower upon flower within this collection. As we go through even more in here, the snake's head, fritillary, common poppy I can see, and daisy.
Ben. Have you swallowed a flower dictionary?
No, it's just the flowers that I'm...
You recognise all those flowers?
No, it's just the it's just the flowers.
Go back to him. Did you see what he did? He pushed the pad away. He pushed them. He's got them all listed of all the flowers, all the wildflowers that you can think of. You've tapped in wildflowers, haven't you?
I know what you're talking about.
Look at his face.
I just.
You're just what?
I'm just looking.
Glancing where?
No, I'm just looking through here and just seeing all of the different flowers. There you go. Common poppy there. There's a little daisy in there. The cow parsley. Huh?
I just thought it were a poppy.
Yeah. I'll give you some of the Latin names as well in just a little while. No. I'm very good with my wildflowers. No, but the point is, right, let's just have a look at the reverse there as well. All of the B sides, perfect again to match up with the A sides. But isn't it great that we give you everything that matches up for all your mats and layers?
Yeah, and it's the colour palette as well, and I think that's what does it for me. Is the colour palette is just very in keeping with all your wild flowers that you would never look at that one. I want my bedroom decorated like that.
Which one? That one?
That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
If I had a downstairs loo, that would be the wallpaper for the downstairs loo.
Yeah.
That's stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping there's some left.
Wow.
I'm hoping there's some left that I can get an additional 1 or 2 myself, because it is a beautiful, beautiful pad. It really is.
It was funny actually, because how much I love wildflowers, and last year I actually accidentally swallowed a daffodil bulb.
You accidentally swallowed a daffodil bulb?
Yeah.
You accidentally swallowed a daffodil bulb?
Well, I don't know, just accidentally swallowed one. I had to go to the hospital, and the doctor said I was going to be okay, but I'd be out in spring.
That is pants. That is absolutely rubbish. That is a bad dad joke. Actually, it's very funny. I would laugh. Yes.
One of Johnny's favourites, that one. Is it beauty? That was in the joke book, Johnny.
Was that in your joke book?
Yeah, it was in the joke book, yeah. That's why it was such a big hit, that joke book. Stop sending all the laughing emojis through. Come on, stop it, everybody. I haven't seen one yet. The linen card that you've got in here, you've actually got a little bit more in this, because there's 28 sheets of your linen cardstock, 4 sheets of the 7 different colours. And look at all of these again, beautiful double-sided. If you're loving our linen textured cardstock currently, then this is that and more. But once again, all of the colours here, as you can see, are going to match up beautifully with the designs that you've got within your 6x6 and your 12x12 paper pack, because you get 6x6 and 12x12 included alongside your linen cardstock. Just as a by the by, the free shipping is now working. Apologies for those of you that found that wasn't working. It is now available. Any trouble though, do give our customer services a call. US free shipping on this bundle, which is incredible, on the Showstopper bundle. So you've got all of that in there. On top of all of that, here are the super cute little brown papers. So those are there for you to be able to create your little bouquets. Again, 50 of those included. You might want to add more into your basket, and then as we go through the collection, that's the little template. So that's what you saw Debbie use in that last demonstration there, and then all of the different flowers, just a few of the ones I was mentioning to you just a few moments ago there are included within this collection. But again, think of all of the different papers and cardstock that you've got. Less than 120 of these available now. Think of all of the different papers that you've got and cardstock that you can use to create even more flowers aside from the colours that we've given you within this set. That beautiful embossing folder, again, here we go, that's included too. Think about the colours that you're going to get within the Showstopper that you can use to recreate this beautiful floral scene. The Edgeable, a lot of comments coming in about this one on the socials as well. That's included. That one is called the Meadow Flowers. If you just want to pick and choose and create your own little mini bundle, that's the one you want to go for there. And then that last demonstration, we saw that beautiful wreath that Debbie was using cut into the into that card. That's your wildflower wreath, and again, look at that, whether you go straight into your cardstock or indeed whether you want to have that wreath to apply separately, you can do that too. And then on top of that, your Stay Wild stamps, your sentiments, things like flowers are happiness, let love grow, let your dreams blossom, and this one's my favorite there, you grow girl. £79.22 for the lot, $96.02 if you are in the US. That is free shipping as well for our US customers. And don't forget to add in all of the extras as well. The 12x12 will be popular individually, the 6x6 proving popular individually, and I know lots of people are going for that linen cardstock as well. What usually happens is the Showstopper is bought alongside extras of all of those three, 12x12, 6x6 and the linen cardstock, and that is happening again today. So get in. You've got up early, so you may as well get the deals now, and then you can sit back and watch the official launch with Debbie in, well, an hour and 50 minutes time. Now, something else which you might want to pop into your basket, our Hoppy Easter selection. You're going to have to be quick on this one. This is our Easter deal today, because we started our Easter event. Check the socials for that. Some hilarious pictures of me and Craig in various costumes. The Hoppy Easter collection, we have 28 left of this. It has been hugely, hugely popular. Bang for buck, one of the best deals on the web right now, because you've got 6x6 papers, 12x12 papers, you've got cards in there as well, envelopes and stickers and tags and ribbon and pom-poms. You've got the little adhesive letters in there too, plus you've got pre-cut toppers for you as well. It's a huge collection. I know lots of you have already bought it, but if you want to be one of the final few to grab it, next 28 people get that at that incredible price of £12.80 or $19.20. So you can pop that into your basket. Morning to Lois, who says this is a beautiful collection, and hi to Anne says, oh, not sold out yet. Are you slacking, Ben? Hey, we've got a bit more stock this time around of the consumables, but this Showstopper is going to disappear. Less than 120 chances to buy this now. Does not officially launch until 2 o'clock this afternoon, so go swiftly. Right, let's get back over to Debbie. I want to see some more demos with this. What are you going to show us next, Debbie?
I'm going to use that gorgeous Edgeable. So the Meadow Flowers is the Edgeable part of the collection, and a really lovely flower die yet again. I'm going to do some paper piecing later on in the launch show.
Nice.
But for now, I'm just going to use it as an Edgeable to create a decorative easel card. So another little twisted easel card. However, just showing you what you can do with it. So this is measures at 11 by 5.5, and I've scored this at 5.5, so I get that full 5.5 by base.
Yeah.
I've made it slightly smaller. This is actually this die actually measures just over 6 inches. So it's quite a nice big die. So it will go onto your other cards as well. But I want to create an Edgeable. So what I've done is I've just popped in just the top of the corner to get my twisted part, but I haven't gone all the way across with a line this time because I am going to lay that down. But first of all, I'm going to turn it over because this is going to be my base, but I want an Edgeable. And I want that to cut out that lovely Edgeable. So I'm going to take it up. Now you can see that it overhangs at both the top and the bottom. That's the look I'm going for. So that's absolutely fine, but it's going to create that lovely Edgeable feature. So I'm going to come in and hold it down with some low tack tape on both sides and then run that through the die cutting machine. So let's place that on. And then it is a thin metal die, so it's the normal combination for your thin metal die. You can use these on your larger machines as well, depending on your style of your card that you're going for. If you were going to do this in the midi, you would have to think about your placement and where you're popping it, because the midi is the 6-inch opening, whereas I always use my large Gemini with my smaller plate so that I can create either is that word I'm looking for. So again, let's just take that off, and I'm going to lift that with my pokey tool. Let's come in. Oh, do you know, I love our tape, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a tricky one to get off. Let's just pop that underneath.
Oh, so it goes to the machine, isn't it?
It is the power of the machine. Absolutely, it is the power of the machine. But I'm going to try and do what Leanne always tells me. Pull it towards you and make it life easy for yourself. There we go. I think I've got that most off. And then the same on the other side as well. So turn that side. Get my pokey tool just under there, and lift that and bring that down towards me. And when you bring it towards you, it stops that tearing, so you don't get that, you know, you tear your cardstock, because it can be tricky, but the little tips, pull it towards you, as long as your tape doesn't start falling to bits and disintegrating in front of your eyes. There we go. And I've got no rips there whatsoever. So if I take that off now, and I'm going to just remove all those pieces. Let's just take that off. And again, just poke out all these extra details now. So take your poke tools or your die cleaning brush and poke out all of those. Of course, if you are doing paper piecing, they're the bits that you want to be saving. Or, now then, Johnny, do we have our old and release sheets back in stock?
No, they're out of stock.
Are they still out of stock?
They were as of Friday. Unless we've gone back in over the
if you
weekend.
have got them, the old and release sheets were going to be absolutely fabulous for your paper piecing. But you can save all those extra bits. You could cut them out in different colours and save them. Or you could run it again in some white coloured cardstock and then just colour in those bits and then add them back in if you wanted to. Or use your linen cardstock. That'd look lovely using the linen cardstock.
Yes.
Yep. So again, I'm being very careful with these though, because it is a very delicate dye. So don't be getting carried away and just ripping all those pieces out. Take your time with it. Of course, your dye cleaning brush will probably speed up that process.
Yeah.
But as always, I never have it with me. And I keep saying, I don't know where it's gone in here again, because I sorted it all out.
You tried it up the other day.
I did, yeah. So, but it's disappeared from the set. Although our lovely Liam has just been in, so I'm wondering if he's been borrowing some little bits. I'm sure we'll find it. But I'm just going to take my time with this little piece, and then you can see now you've got that gorgeous. And if I just hold that colour underneath, isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. And then that's going to be the base. So that's going to be the base part of it that way. And then I've got my piece now where I'm going to fold it and then pop this die on. Now this can go either way, so it could go upwards, it could go downwards. If you want to do it with a line across, what I don't want to do is put a score line all the way across because of the die itself. If I put a score line all the way across, I'm going to have a floppy bit in the centre, and I don't want that.
No, you
don't want no floppy bits.
You don't want floppy
a nice
bits.
solid piece. So either do it with a pencil and then you can put your score lines in. But I always tend to, when I do this method, I tend to hold that down, pop a little pencil mark at the top and the bottom, so that when I go on with my scoreboard, I know exactly where to go up to. However, I've already done that little pre-bit, so I'm just going to pop that on, and again, line that up on my pretend score line, shall we call it?
Yeah.
A pretend score line. And I'm going to hold that down with some low tack tape and run that through as well.
A question, says Lynn.
Yeah.
Is it advisable to buy the smaller plate as well to use in the OG?
Oh my God, yes. What a cracking question. I'm not just saying it because I want you to go and grab a hold and run to the website and go and grab some. But I will tell you that I know Craig loves his Junior and he uses Junior all the time. I prefer my original, and I have that there. I do have the larger plates for larger projects, or if I want to put more dies through. But for speeds, this now takes it from, is it 18 seconds, 19 seconds?
Yeah.
Down to about 8-9 seconds by using it. And the majority of your dies will fit onto your smaller plates as well. So yes, absolutely, invest in a set because you will flip-flop between the two. But all you're doing is you're just turning it onto the side. You can do all the same things that you would normally do, where you can pop that in and reverse that back. You can do all of that feature with it as well. But it just means that in terms of popping it through, you've got, instead of 18 long seconds, you've now just got the 9. Now I've just done that and realised I needed to go all the way through. I didn't need to reverse that. Whoops. But yeah, absolutely invest in a set of the smaller plates. You won't regret that decision. There's a lot of us, not just myself, there's a lot of us out there that are watching right now that I know you've got some as well that do that. That's my chosen method, and I'll be totally honest, I tend to use my smaller plates more than I do my larger plates.
Yeah.
But that's just how I work. So again, let me just take that off now and lift that off, and again you can see that it's created the easel part. Now again, I'm going to be careful when I do this because I'm going to show you what I've done. So I'm just going to flick that just either side. Now again, it looks lovely with a twisted part. You can remove this bit here. So you could take your craft knife, and I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to poke out all those little pieces, or you could leave it full. I suppose it depends on the look that you want to go for. Now in terms of the neatness, having that back can look a bit messy. So take your ruler, and I'm just going to show you how I did mine.
Yeah.
I just took a ruler and I did a pencil mark down and across to join up where that start and that finishes, and then I took my craft knife to remove it. Now if you're going to do that, you want to think about the rigidity of your card. You could perhaps put some of the acetate behind the back if you wanted to, but just by removing that gives you a really nice, neat, and I'm just going to bring it in because I've taken that off. That's how I did it, and it creates a little bit of neatness, now instead of it being full and having that background piece, it just gives it that lovely little neat feature by taking away that excess, so it doesn't look Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks a tad messy.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, that just makes it a little bit easier. And the only thing that I've done differently here is I've used fire brown, and I've taken it around the edges to give it a little bit of a distressed look. And then we're going to add some papers into the background. So I've taken some of the, again, textured cardstock, popped a little piece on, because I've gone with the red. I love the wildflower of these poppies. What did you call them? A classic poppy? What did you call
Common
them?
poppy.
Common poppy, sorry, a common poppy.
Common poppies, yeah.
A common poppy.
Know your wildflowers, Debbie, like I do. Come on.
Of course you do, Ben, of course you do.
I know them all.
Where did you get them from?
What?
Did you Google? Did you?
No. I'm just an expert in British wildflowers.
Are you really?
Yeah. I know the wildflowers.
You are winding me up, aren't you?
No. Ask me a name if you are. I'll name a few. Cowslip, primrose, foxglove. You've got your daisy, oxeye daisy, common poppy. You've got your harebells, your fen violets.
A harebell?
Harebells.
Harebells?
Yeah, harebells.
No,
You've got your meadow
that one either.
buttercups. Ragged robin, that's another one of your British...
Ragged robin?
Ragged robin, yeah. Your bird's foot trefoil, that's another one. Just trying to think of a few more now. Oh, your king cup, your common kingswood, common poppy. You got your scarlet pimpernel in there as well. I mean, there's loads of different ones that you can pick
You
from.
definitely were cheating there.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
Every
was.
time me and Laura, we go on a walk, especially when the nice weather's out, we are hand in hand skipping through the forest
Hand in
together.
hand skipping.
And I'm there. Look, there's the daisy. Oh, look, there's the common poppy. Oh, the scarlet pimpernel. She's, oh, darling, you're so amazing with the flowers. I'm like, I know,
There's
darling.
a wildflower called a scarlet pimpernel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I
Scarlet
never.
pimpernel, yeah.
The things you learn on Crafters TV.
Yeah.
All I know is that they're beautiful flowers.
Yeah.
They're absolutely gorgeous flowers. That's how I look at them.
The Latin name for that as well is the Anagallis arvensis, in case you wanted to know.
A what?
The Anagallis arvensis.
A liana?
Anagallis
An anagallis?
arvensis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You have swallowed the dictionary there, mister. I'm well impressed. I am well impressed. Now what we've got is, I've popped another little flopper stopper to stop that from flopping over.
Yeah.
And if I just turn that there, looking really nice at the minute, but it's lacking something. What's it lacking? It's lacking those gorgeous wildflowers. So those beautiful florals, again, the mailbox flowers, you are going to die cut and then colour with your chosen medium, or you simply can use your textured linen cardstock. And the only thing I've done different here with these is I've run them through, and I did it with the purple shim as well, just to give that extra little bit of detail, but then took an extra pen and went over the top just to highlight it. Where's my dark one?
Okay.
That's the wrong colour. Let me get my dark one in there. Just bear with me a second. There we go. And just ran across the top there where that embossed feature is, just to give it that little bit of a lift. And that's all you're going to do. And again, it just looks really, they're just fabulous.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to add those details on there now. I think I'm going to have my red, definitely. And my little purple one. Let's stick those on. So
Foxglove.
foxglove, yay! I love the foxglove. I do love one of those. I actually knew that. I knew that one. And they're the, wait a minute. What are they?
Poppies. They?
Well, they look like poppies, don't they? But are
Yeah.
they poppies?
Yeah, I think so.
The boys have gone quiet. They
Yeah.
don't know their wildflowers, do they? Nah. Did you, George? Nah. I don't know my wildflowers.
Candy says, it seems that Ben is just a wealth of information about everything. I am, especially when you've got Google in front of you, you can be a wealth of knowledge about everything, correct. Carolyn says, I held off for 7 minutes, but I've caved in, I bought the Showstopper. My willpower is strong. Excuse me, I'm off to get a donut.
My willpower left me this weekend.
Oh, did it
my
actually?
days. Oh, it did. Dropped off the wagon big time.
Oh, but
got to get back on it though. You what, love?
It was your week off.
I know, it was just the weekend. It was just the weekend, but the weekend it turns into like I were only going to be the one day, but then it turned into 3 days. So.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I had a beer this weekend for the first time since I've been on my diet.
You've had a what?
I had a beer this weekend.
Oh, I know.
First one in.
Well, I may have
3 weeks.
participated in a glass of fizz or two.
Whoa! If you're going to watch the fizz, you've got to have some fizz, haven't
Of course you have. Of course you have. It's the law.
Of course it is.
It's the law, yes. And then maybe a lager or two.
Well, there
I've
you
not had
go.
lager for such a long time. It was like, do you know when you get a taste of it on? Oh,
Especially when the weather's nice as well.
yeah, and the weather, although saying the first 2 days, but yesterday wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Yesterday was lovely, so yeah. Got to participate, haven't you?
Oh, of course you have. Of
But
course
I'm
you
back
have.
on it today, and have you seen Christina's buns? The bun she's made.
I haven't seen Christina's buns, no. I haven't been that way. I don't make the mistake of turning left into the building when I arrive. I turn right, and I resist the temptation of Christina's buns.
Don't go up and look at Christina's gorgeous bun, shall we just
What
call
are
them?
they? What are her buns?
Because she's decorated them in Easter. They've got got like little ladybirds on, and they're really beautifully decorated. We need to take a picture, but I've got a feeling Craig will have beaten us to it. But I think they'll have all gone, is what I'm going to say, because Christina does indeed make the most beautiful buns, and they are absolutely exquisite. But I have resisted. And there you go. Thank you.
That's amazing, Debbie.
Using that beautiful Edgeable and using those beautiful flowers to create a really gorgeous piece again. Absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. Margaret Frizina says, hollyhocks. Hollyhocks. That's on Channel 4, isn't it?
I was just going to, I knew you were going to say that. I just knew you were going to say that.
Becoming predictable in my old age. Lillian says, I had an absolute nightmare getting the backs off some foam tape last night. Hours lost I'll never get back. As I picked away at the edges, I kept thinking of Debbie whipping the backs off with a quick stab from the pokey tool. And Fred171 says, since the day Ben swallowed a flower bulb, he has become a blooming genius. I feel like my knowledge of all things wildflowers has begun to flower. It really has. Dylan, we're going to take a little break right now, and we're going to give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out. We have less than 100 chances to buy the Showstopper deal. We are, about half an hour of the show left. There's less than 100. It will be ticking down into double figures after we give you a chance to check out here. Lots of people adding more of those paper pads and the cardstock. Please, please, please get to the checkout, get checked out, and we'll come back. Don't forget, free shipping as well for our US customers on that Showstopper collection. And when we come back, we're going to have a little look at what is coming up in Monday Makers later on today. Head to the checkouts, we'll come back.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do. and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got just under half an hour remaining on the show. So we're going to have a look at some other bits and pieces that we've got coming up for you in Monday Makers tonight, 6 o'clock, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We've got a great show lined up for you, actually, featuring the return of the Roaring 20s. Well, it's a selection of the collection, let's just put it like that, because of course lots of the consumables had disappeared. However, what we have managed to do is pop together a smaller collection for a great price. 13-piece selection, 29 stamps, I say it's small, 29 stamps, 4 dies and a whole host more. Should be £83.87, £109.35. Platinum price is down there, £53.60. Or $69.60 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. Loads in here. So you've got Shine Like the Stars, which is all of those beautiful stamps. And just this, again, encapsulates that Art Deco feel. Love the kind of frames and the borders and the corners that you've got here, along with that Art Deco font. Perfect for all of those projects, perfect for all of those. Maybe you're having an Art Deco sort of Roaring 20s party. This one is my favourite. Just here, a little party, never hurt nobody. I don't know why you said that in a Devonshire accent. I don't know where that came from, my lover. A little party, never hurt nobody, my lover. Gert Lush. Thanks for being there. Have a roaring good time and shine like the stars, my lover. Right, you've also got in there, as far as stamps are concerned, Razor Glass. Here's Debbie. I think it is every time George is on, because he's my fellow Devonian in the building here. So I think Devon Massive, I think that's what it is. I think it's George, and he makes me go all Devonian. Then you've got the lovely lady there, sipping on her martini. He's done it again, look, because he's just told in my ear, and now I've gone Razor Glass. And then I'll go chin like, all right there, my love. Then you've got Together Forever, which is definitely me and Debbie. There we are, look, gazing into each other's eyes after I gave her, I can't stop it now. I literally can't stop talking like it. I literally can't stop talking Devonian. I gave her the flowers from behind me over here in the vase, and I took them over to the other side of the studio, and I said, there you go, my love. And she said, oh, thank you, my lover, for the flowers. They're Gerlush. What?
I'm just using the accent, I just love it.
I can't help it now. George, stop talking in my ear. It's like being back at home. Then you've got the Charleston couple. Again, look at them doing a little bit of a... Then you've got this die here, which is the Showgirl. Again, such beautiful, beautiful dies within this set. And as we showed you on launch, again, if you just wanted her individually, you could snip into this and just have her, as a dancing element elsewhere on your card, not necessarily within that circle. Beautiful 3D embossing folder in here too. So much detail there with those gorgeous sort of clamshell design on there. And again, again, great starting point for any project. Beautiful background folder to get going with. You've got more stamps in here with all that jazz. You've got that beautiful fancy feather. That one again is going to match up wonderfully with things like the Masquerade Ball, things like your Peacock collection. We've got that scallop shell in edgeable form there too. I mean, look how beautifully detailed that is. A nice idea to have that maybe cut 4 times around your cardstock to create beautiful box lids. And then you've also got that stunning cut and emboss folder as well, that Art Deco frame. There is a lot to love there for a small price of just £53.60 or $69.60. Not the full collection, but a really, really lovely selection of that main collection. And I'm glad Debbie's here to demonstrate this actually, because I think she's as much in love with this collection as I am, because you're a big fan of this era, Debbie, aren't you?
Oh my God, I love this collection. I absolutely adore, beyond adore, this collection. It's just absolutely fabulous. I'll show you a few samples before I crack into a demo, because even though it's a selection collection, love that word, a selection collection of the beautiful collection, it really does show the kind of things that you can be creating with it, from your beautiful stamps to those lovely I mean, that piece there is just one of those most gorgeous dies that I absolutely love, and I absolutely adore the dancing couple. That is definitely me and you, Ben.
It is.
But really, really gorgeous styles of different styles of cards, very in keeping. We've done craft alongs with this already. I did a craft along a few weeks back. Actually, thank you very much for all those gorgeous votes that I got for the demo of the month. I was shocked at that, but I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. But we do have another craft along plan with it. Michelle's going to bring her take to it as well. So I know Michelle's watching earlier on. Michelle's got her own take that she's going to be bringing using the selection collection to show you, again, the kind of things that you can be doing. So if you've got your template library, this style of card is in that template library, you could be using it with your collection to create the most beautiful, beautiful pieces. It is stunning. It's joyous. There's just something about it, Ben, that it just brings a smile to my face every time I think of it. It's an era that I wanted to live in. I've told you this before. I have a dress that I can't get rid of it. I had for my 40th birthday, which is very in keeping with the Roaring Twenties, with all the tassels and the swing and every little area moves. It's a dress I will not part with. One day I will get back into it. I will. I'm not quite there, but I'm nearly there to get back into it. But it's just a beautiful time and just a gorgeous collection. It really is.
Can I just say, really sorry, whilst I was busy just falling back into a Devonshire accent, I forgot to tell you that you do also get included for that price.
Oh, there's more.
Ribbon, you get your gilding flakes kit, and you get your sequins in there as well. So all of that is included for that price, my lovers.
Price my lovers. I love how you said that. Price my lovers. Is that how you talk? Is that a Devon accent?
Yeah.
I thought that was Bristol, because I thought they spoke like that down in Bristol.
Bristol's a little bit. Bristol, it's a little bit more drawn in Bristol. I always think they sort of draw it out a little bit more in Bristol, like that. It's a little bit more slow and drawn out.
Can you do a Scottish accent?
I end up turning into Billy Connolly when I do Scottish.
Do you? What about a Barnsley accent?
I can do Barnsley accent, like I just talk like you, Debbie. Is that sort of Barnsley, isn't it?
I felt like I were at home then.
I felt like I were at home then. I got to the foot of our stairs with Barnsley bombshell. Aye.
I just love it. I definitely felt like I was at home then. Right, shall we crack on with the demonstration? Shall we get into a demonstration?
Get on with demo.
Now, you've got a lovely set of stamps here that you're going to use. Now, I adore this one. She is the Razor Glass Lady. She's just a lovely lady, hand on the hip, very classy, very in keeping with the Roaring Twenties. And of course, she has a glass of fizz in her hands. I wonder what they drank back in the day. I wonder what they drank.
Baby Sham?
What did you say?
Baby Sham.
Baby Sham. Now, I know Baby Sham's old, but I didn't think it was that old. But yes, but probably it would actually be champagne, wouldn't it?
Probably would, yeah.
Oh yeah, I would imagine it's champagne. Lots of lovely sentiments on there as well. I love the Chin Chin one. I love the Raise Your Glass because it's got that lovely play on the word as well with the glass there in the background. But of course, colouring. Now I'm not going to spend too much time colouring because I've got so many other parts of the element that I want to use. But colour her in using our tri-blends, and she comes to life from being a flat image. And all I've done with this is I used Fair Skin Blend and I used True Blue Blend to create this two-tone effect, and then a little bit of brown, golden brown just in the corner there. But snip her out, cut her out, use your craft knife. What's a craft knife? Craft knife out to create the arm piece as well. But again, it comes to life. Add a bit of that colour, she just comes to life. Now, I'm going to use the Dancing Couple. I'm going to use a feather or two as well.
Yeah.
So I've got this is the back part of my panel piece for my card, but rather than waste all the gold, I thought, I can get a little bit more out of there. I thought I might be actually able to get a feather out, but I think I'm pushing it a bit with my feather. So not to worry, I'm just going to pop that in the centre and run that through. Let's cut this one out.
It was gin and whiskey, apparently, the drinks.
Was it gin and whiskey?
Most popular drinks in the 20s. Not together, obviously.
Oh, God, I should hope not. Gin and whiskey together. In fact, two of the drinks that I really don't like at all.
No, I'm not a whiskey drinker.
I like flavoured gin, but I wouldn't say that in front of Leanne. She doesn't do flavours. She likes proper gin. But yeah, I like a flavoured gin.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Flavoured gin, I don't mind. Whiskey, no. I wish I did enjoy whiskey, but my dad loves it, like the proper, sort of malt whiskies and the bourbons and. Oh, no. Not for me, thanks.
Not for me either. No, thank you. You can keep your whiskies. No, not for me. So I'm just going to run that through, and again, I'm going to, because I want a little bit of a shadow drop as well, I'm going to run it through into some dark. In fact, I'm going to use one of our, I said textured cardstocks. Do you know the 8x8 pads that we have?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to use one of those because the blue in there kind of matches the blue that I've chosen for my lovely lady. So I'm just going to run that through again. Let's just take a snippet of that this time, though. Let's come in there.
Bathtub gin, says Candy. What does that mean?
What does bathtub gin mean?
What's bathtub gin?
What's bathtub gin?
Is that a gin in a bathtub?
What, have gin in a bathtub?
I don't know. It just says bathtub gin. I don't know what that means.
It must be. It's got to be.
What, gin in a bathtub?
It's got to be gin in a bathtub. There's no say. Google it. Is there a... Not that you've been using Google whatsoever today, Ben.
I haven't opened Google today. What are you on about?
Bathtub gin. I wonder if it's such a thing. Oh, she means that she has a gin in the bath.
Oh no, bathtub gin. A bathtub gin.
You kidding? Is there really such a thing?
It is a type of gin. Is it? Yes. Oh, bathtub gin refers to any style of homemade spirit made in amateur conditions. The term first appeared in 1920s in the Prohibition era United States. So that's what they were. Bathtub gin is what they were drinking. I see.
We've got some very learned crafters out there, haven't we? Who know their stuff.
Absolutely right. Thank you, Candy.
They know their stuff.
Wow.
Especially when it comes to alcohol. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Wildflowers, not so much. Well,
I've got that knowledge.
Alcohol, they know everything.
Yeah. Hilarious.
I still won't get me to drink it. I'm not a gin person at all.
No.
I could stomach it if it were lemonade, but again, I won't say that in front of Leanne either because you don't put lemonade in gin.
But not a good gin.
Oh, no. Leanne wouldn't be very happy with me if I did that.
It's like my dad and his whiskies. Posh whiskies, you just don't mix. You don't put a mixer in. You drink them neat.
Now, look at that with that lovely gold behind the back. That just gives it that lifted element just by adding that. I just really love doing the drop shadow with that particular dye. But I think very in keeping with the lovely lady there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to now I have used papers that I had from the collection. Obviously, if you haven't got them, you could be using the dyes that you get in there to create... Oh, God, those papers were just absolutely divine. They really were. Absolutely lush. I almost feel sacrilege covering up the gorgeous foiling on there, but I did like the particular style of the fan there. So I'm just going to bring this in, make sure I've got that nice and straight. There we go. That looks about straight. I've got my card base here. Now, this measures in at 6 by 6, and I've just created a little tab at the top, so it's about 1 inch deep. And I'm going to sit that into the background, like so. And again, it doesn't matter if you've done that bit of gutting because you've got, you don't want to waste your cardstock. Make your cardstock go as far as possible if you can, just by simply doing that technique. And no one sees it at the end of the day. Nobody sees that there. So again, I'm just going to drop that into the centre. And anybody wanting in terms of mats and layers, I always come down 1/4 inch for each one.
Yeah.
And it's just to create that framing, and that's the same with these pieces. So I know that we're a 6 by 6, so 5 3/4, and then 5.5 by 5.5 for the patterned one. Now I've already created a little tab for the top. Now then, I wanted to have a floating element, so I'm going to add a little bit to the bottom as well. So again, this is the same, 6 by, and I think if I remember rightly, 1.5 inches with this one, because I wanted that to have that little bit of framing with the white popping out. So I'm going to just add this onto the section as well. Let's go on to that white cardstock. Oh, get the right way. Oh, it doesn't matter at the minute. There we go. Popping that on. Do you know, you think sometimes, pick it up, Debbie, I like to see it by eye, that's better, looks okay. And then I'm going to just do the same with the top tab as well. So I'm going to pop that on that centrepiece with all the mats and the layers as well. So coming in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of acetate. Now I did use my acetate that I had in my collection. So if anybody, you know, did get that whilst we had it, you could use that, or you could just use, actually, you could use a bit of plain acetate if you wanted, but I quite like that, so I'm going to do that. Let's go.
What is that?
I quite like the acetates that came with the collection.
Oh, yeah.
I have not had many chances to use it, so I thought, do you know what? I think you'll forgive me. I know we haven't got it anymore, but it's just so gorgeous. I didn't want to.
A lot of people will have it as well. That's
of course you will, because you went mad for it.
I did go mad for it.
Absolutely loved it. So yeah, absolutely. Just pop a little bit of tape onto there and attach that just from the bottom, getting the paper the right way around and match that up. There we go. I think that looks about right. There we are. So it creates that lovely little flap there and that central piece. Now, I've used one of the frame dies. So in that collection, let me just grab the dies to show you, because in the selection collection, we've got that lovely, I say centrepiece, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where has it gone? Oh, do you know what? That's not, it's from me, I'm just going to have a little look, because I've used a frame, and the frame there to create a little panel just for the little lady to sit onto.
Well, that
And I'm
works.
going to have my dancing couple in the bottom corner as well. So I'm going to lift that up a little bit. Perhaps I'm not going to cut the feather, because I think the feather might overpower it a little bit. And I've got myself a sentiment that I've stamped out with quick dry ink, Midnight Quick Dry Ink. Thanks for being there. I love these because you can add these, some of these additions you can actually add to as well. So it's something that you can either leave plain or add those extra little bits in with that stamp set. So let's pop our pieces together. So let me just run that through. In fact, you know what? I think I'll have I think I'll lift it with a foam pad or two. Let's come in with a foam pad. Let's just put one on just in case it don't come off. Or don't want to come off. Definitely had my bag too near radiator. Honestly, I can tell, you know, just because it's stuck to it, I can tell that I've had it, and I do, that's a problem. My craft desk is right bang next to my radiator.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we've had some unsavoury cold weather over the last few weeks.
Haven't we?
Oh my God, it's been crazy cold, hasn't it? So I have had my heating on, and it's my own fault for having my bag close by. Although saying that, I'm hoping the heating can now stay off for a little bit.
Well, they reckon the rest of this week it's going to be all right, don't they?
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Johnny's turned his off.
Have you took yours off, Johnny? Yeah, I just, yeah.
Johnny, your household sounds very similar to mine in the fact that going around like turning lights off, turning heating off.
Oh, I'm sitting in dark, me, just lately.
Oh, yeah.
There's enough light from TV, I don't need a light on. So I've been sitting in dark, because that's what we have to do these days. Did you hear, Johnny? Won't think this is 2023, would you?
No.
No, you're absolutely right. And then I'm just going to pop that there. I'm going to pop a little bit of a foam pad onto the back of my lovely lady as well, with her glass or two. So, yeah, do you know, because I've been away, my son said to me, I didn't realise food was so expensive. Right, and I went, yeah, that's because I usually shop for you, Liam. I'm usually the one that does all the shopping. And you were like, Mum, you ought to see the price of my cereal. He went, Mum, £4.50 for a box of small Cocoa Pops. And I went, yes. I know. I went, that's why you haven't been having it. You've been having the cheaper shop brands because you can't tell the difference.
89p for the cheaper brand Cocoa Pops.
Exactly. So yeah, he's learned a lesson or two while I've been away.
Yeah.
Don't hurt, does it?
No, of course it doesn't.
No, don't hurt at all.
Thankfully, George isn't that picky now, but with his cereal, he used to be very picky. He had to have like the branded stuff.
What, our George here?
No, my George.
Oh, right, I'm thinking.
I don't shop for George.
I'm thinking, do you know what our George being a bit picky with his cereal? He's not fussy.
So we had to buy like the cheap cereal and keep the packet of the branded cereal
Oh, I
and
used to
pour
do
it
that all
in.
the time when my kids were little. They had no idea. They had no idea, Ben. Yeah, if I brought it in, they'd be like, I'm not eating that. It's no. So I used to do exactly the same. Have the original box and then just take the bag out and pop that in so that they never knew. And no one watches, so they're never going to know because I never told them.
No.
But yeah, you have to do a little bit of kidology sometimes, don't you? And there you go, using some of that collection to create a beauty. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's one of my favourites.
It's a
I
gorgeous
absolutely
collection.
love it. But it's just such a gorgeous collection that I know, even with the selection collection, you are going to have a lot of fun recreating your pieces, whether it be scrapbook pages, whether it be boxes, whether it be any different styles of cards. You're still going to love this collection. It's still got legs in it still. And you've got that lovely second craft along. We don't normally do 2 craft alongs of one product. But because of the roaring success, what I did there, we have got another craft along coming up later on this month with our Michelle, who I know will be absolutely cock-a-hoop to be doing a craft along with it. I thoroughly enjoyed mine, and you thoroughly enjoyed that project, which you can still go back and watch actually, if you want to recreate that fabulous piece that we did. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous collection. If you haven't got it, while it's on that fabulous price and while there's so much to it still, absolutely go and fill your boots, get yours in your basket and check out.
Yeah, good morning, says Alicia from Arkansas. Sorry I'm late for the craft party. Celebrated my 56th birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday for yesterday. You say it was the best day ever. Sandra says, let's face it, Debbie, if it's no longer in stock, lots of people must have it. Absolutely. Adriana is saying, have yet to make a floating card. So much inspiration here. And Lois saying, lovely card. Thank you, Debbie. And Brenda K. Tactile says, great card. Makes me want to dance. Lillian says, so that's why when we buy old favourite foods, they never taste the same as when we were kids. That may be the reason, Lillian. It may be the reason. And I love Rachel's idea. She says, mine eat what they're given or go hungry. I bring them up like I was. So we did it back in the old days, wasn't it, eh?
We were never allowed to leave the table. And if we didn't eat what was put in front of us, you either weren't allowed to leave the table. He used to say, you have to eat it. And if we didn't eat it, we went to bed hungry. It was that simple.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. No pudding as well. That was it, wasn't it? If you didn't eat your dinner, you wouldn't get to have a bit of pudding.
No, that's another, absolutely.
See. Let's have a look at Debbie's cards for the vote for the demo of the show.
We've got a vote to do. So we start off with number 1 with that beautiful, and I'm going to say twisted easel because it is a twisted easel. Number 1. Number 2 was another twisted easel, but this time using the Edgeable. So that's number 2. And then number 3, finishing off with the Roaring 20s. So you've got 1, you've got 2, or you've got 3. You decide.
1.
1.
George says 2.
2.
3.
3. You decide.
Get voting. You've got about 2 minutes to get you voted on that. Michelle's watching still. She says, I'm so excited to do a craft along with this collection. What are you voting for, Michelle? What's the date you'll craft along as well? I can't see it in my diary, so it's making me wonder whether or not that's a weekend.
It's a weekend. It's a Saturday.
Is it?
I want to say 20th or something like that, or yeah, it's somewhere around there. But yeah. Michelle's got that craft along with that one.
Back to the Wildflower Showstopper deal. We have less than 100 of these now remaining. We are into double figures. If you want to go for the Showstopper, it's everything that you're seeing here, which I'll quickly run through for you. Plus, you get for an extra £19 or $20 your glue pens. They're worth a tenner on their own. You're going to get one of our blending tools. The square blending tool is a rectangle. And you're going to get a selection of our ink pads as well in colours which will work beautifully with the colours that you've got within the Wildflower collection. But the Wildflower collection on its own, you're getting 12 by 12 and 6 by 6 paper pads. right here of all of these beautiful, beautiful designs. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. You've got 36 double-sided sheets in here, and again, if I just flick that on the side for you, you can see how the reverse of each of these is just going to mat and lay it beautifully onto the front. But I mean, that again, almost like it's like a work of art, isn't it? It's just absolutely beautiful. And like you said, the fact that you've got that depth and detail, and you can almost like stare so far into the papers, and it is like you're taking a wander through the meadow, through the woodland. The way that these have been designed is incredible, and each and every paper within that pad you're going to absolutely love. And that's why I would definitely buy, I don't need to tell you guys, but this is why I would definitely buy more than one of these. Get 2, get 3, get 4, because you will absolutely want to craft with one, keep one, stroke one, frame one, I don't know. They're beautiful. One of the best paper pads that we have ever done. You get that in 12 by 12 and 6 by 6. On top of that, you're going to get all of your linen cardstock as well. 28 sheets in there this time, 4 of 7 different colours. All of the colours then match you as far as the designs are concerned within the paper pad as well. So that's all in there. And then you get all of the beautiful hardware. So you've got all of these stamps, which of course are flower specific. You've got the beautiful wildflower wreath die in there as well. So again, whether you cut that straight in or cut that out, it's going to look beautiful. You've got your Edgeables in there. Also, you're going to receive your beautiful embossing folder. Plus, you get the dies, of course, to be able to create all of those wildflower bouquets. That stencil just there is the one that you're going to be using with your 50 sheets of brown paper, so that you can make those beautiful wraps for all of the flowers that you're going to be creating. All in all, a beautiful bundle. The Showstopper deal, less than 100 of these. More will go in the hour break, and by the time we get to launch, we could be talking about low double figures available here. £79.22 is the platinum price, $96.02. But you will get free shipping in the US on that. So it's definitely worth getting the Showstopper for the reason that you get all of the added extras and free shipping. Thursday the 20th is the second craft along on the Royal
Thursday?
20th. Yeah.
I thought it was 20th, but I thought it was a weekend. So you're not there? You must be there.
No, I'm off that day.
Oh, are you now then?
Yeah.
Oh, you now then? Go on then. What?
Demo of the show.
Oh, go on then. I'll stop cleaning.
1.
Oh, wrong way round, Debbie, wrong way round. Number 1.
1.
There you go. Thank you very much. You know, it's such a gorgeous collection, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I've got a feeling today might be a wildflower kind of a day. I think it could be.
I think it absolutely could be. If you haven't yet picked up the Showstopper, do it. If you need to get more of those paper pads, do it. And we will be back with the official launch of that Wildflowers collection. Loads of inspiration, loads of demonstration, and well, it's going to be a fantastic show. We will see you then. Until then, check out your carts. We'll see you in an hour. Bye.